Welcome. This is episode 49, and I am here with
Fanatic
and Knotty Kid.
Yep.
Welcome to the show. I feel like you guys brought like 10 of your little friends with you.
Oh yeah, we got the pre-rolls. We had to hook you guys up, you know. Shout out Danks, our new sponsor. Just gave us our own premium pre-roll. It has an eighth of flour in each one.
This is how they're gonna pull up. We're only 30 seconds in, and they're shouting out their sponsors.
You already know.
And I'm taking some of these home.
It's like a moon rock sticks right here. You know what I mean?
I'm so excited. I want to talk about, welcome to the show. I've never had you guys here before.
Yeah.
I know we've talked in the past, but we really haven't figured it out. But it worked out with all of our schedules, and you have exciting stuff to talk about, your projects. So.
Making a lot of moves.
So thank you for coming. Thanks for
having us.
So let's get started. You are fresh out of your album release party.
Yep.
It was a 420 party. And I love how the flyer said, bring your own weed.
Yep.
I love that. I hope that's like a new Arizona thing.
Shout out Prop 207, you know.
Everybody really brought their own weed, too. That was crazy.
Yeah, it was dope.
That's so cool.
It was all up in smoke.
Did you ever smell like bad weed while you were there? You're like, oh, shit. Like,
No, I think all the good weed overpowered it.
Okay, good. You weren't like, oh, what are you smoking on? Like, let me fix your life.
My section had good weed. I was happy about that. Everybody had really good weed. It was a good time, good energy, good vibes. All the artists were like supporting each other, going up to the front. So it was just good to see everybody networking, come together. You know?
So how was it planning that for 420?
It was hectic because we really, I don't know, we got a thing. We always like parlay. And then we'll do it like the last week. We'll promote everything and then just get it all together. But every show we've thrown has been pretty successful.
That's awesome. Yeah, well, you guys kind of have a huge following.
Yeah. So we've
so
been.
It's not like, well, we just decided to.
Yeah, we've been trying to bring the community together out here. That's our main thing with Blueprint Records. We're trying to create something where everybody supports each other. But not only that, we're trying to build youth organizations and give back to like the homeless shelters and
I love
stuff
that.
like that too. So
I love that. That's so cool.
Yeah.
I feel like if you really do love your community, you're actually giving back.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what you got to do, the footwork, and a lot of times kids need guidance, you know what I mean? So I think if we could even build a shelter out here where everybody could come together and we could teach kids how to be hands-on in other ways, you know what I mean, that schools wouldn't teach them.
Well, if you ever figure something out or need help, me and Rascal love volunteering.
Okay, bet, yeah. We're going to be doing fundraisers every 2 weeks.
Oh, what? Yeah, let us know.
Definitely.
We met someone at a hip-hop event, and he invited us to go volunteer at a food drive that they do every Saturday, and we go now.
Oh, that's cool.
And we've been going since. We've been going for maybe like 2 months.
That's dope. Yeah, we just started.
So just invite us, we'll go.
Yeah, definitely. We just started again because of the whole
With
COVID thing. Yeah, we did. We raised over about 1,300 bottles of water. We went out to the homeless and passed them out over there, the tents downtown. So, and we got over 30 boxes of pizza, passed them out. It was a good time, you know. Everybody was real positive. Afterwards, people were dancing on the corner, shooting dice. I was like, okay, you know, it was a vibe. It was like, okay. Yeah.
You're like, oh, we're gonna celebrate.
That's what you like to see.
Yeah, sure. Let us know, and then if you have like a flyer, like we'll share it too. Because I feel like people that talk about their community so much, like come out from my show, like, well, what are you doing? You know, what are you doing for the community?
You got to give back.
Yeah,
for sure.
Especially artists.
Yeah.
Everybody's head gets kind of big. Like, no, give back, volunteer.
Yeah.
Do something.
Worth it.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I know one of our friends, Ramses, he's starting up his hashtag lunch bag again too.
Okay, cool. And let us know as well. Vice versa. You know what I mean?
That one's at Monarch, and you just make sandwiches.
Oh, cool.
You just make sandwiches and pack them all up, and then they go drop them off to the homeless.
Nice. We have artists too that'll volunteer for stuff.
Yeah.
Like that.
We manage over 20 artists right now, so.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, we'll talk about that too.
Yeah.
So kind of just to recap your 420 release party, there's a recap for that. That's awesome. Are you guys, I was about to say, are there more? Because that one was really short.
Yeah, Mickey Man's making one. Shout out Mickey Man. And I know Danks hired somebody out to do a video too. A little vlog,
cool.
So,
That's awesome.
Cool. Yeah.
And then, what was I gonna say? You had a lot of artists on that lineup too.
Yeah, and our thing too is like, we're definitely not gonna do it like that next time because it became like pretty hectic towards the end.
There's room for improvement.
Definitely, But we did it like that just because. Yeah, we did it like that. It's a 420 fest, and we were just trying to put artists on. We were giving them a sponsorship opportunity to be able to like.
Oh, and then the winner did win a sponsorship.
Yeah, so he's still he talked to a couple different people. He's gonna be sponsoring Star Money. He's part of Slim 400 Ice Water. So. Oh wow. Okay. Yeah. So,
that'll be fun. So a lot of things came out of that.
Yeah, a lot of good things, positive things, and next day all the artists hit me up so thankful. You know what I mean? And that's the main thing. You love to throw a show. It might be chaotic, hectic, putting it all together. But at the end, when you see all that,
appreciate.
when you see everybody coming together, supporting each other within the community, and everybody networking, getting social medias and stuff like that, you can't ask for more.
Because that's what you do it for.
Yeah, exactly.
And then for them to even acknowledge and say thank you, that's like huge.
Sure,
you know,
yeah.
you're kind of like, damn, like that's what's up.
Definitely.
So, you know, besides managing artists, I know you guys wear like multiple hats. So, do you want to go one by one and tell me like all that you do?
Go first. You haven't talked much.
Honestly, I've been producing since I was like 16. I'm 28 now, but I stepped away from it for a while to focus more on like being an artist and stuff.
Okay.
And then for a while it was just like a big gap. And then when I finally came back to it, took me about 2 years to learn how to do it even better, like the way I do it now, you know. But yeah, I use Fruity Loops. Then I'll take all the stems and mix it down on Pro Tools and make sure it's like clean, you know.
Yeah.
Most of the time, like my beats will sell before they even hit the catalog, you know. Like,
That's exciting though.
Yeah.
They're like Jordans, you know.
Yeah, but
as soon as they hit the shelf, they're gone.
Isn't that exciting though? Like you're playing that and somebody will listen to it. They'll be like, "Damn, what's that?" Like, bro, don't even. It's already sold.
We
This
be
shit's
hiding
already
beats. You know what I mean? And if a client comes in, he's like, "What's this?"
No,
it's like,
no,
hey, actually, we're gonna use this. Nah, how much, bro? Like, here, don't start putting money on the table. Like, nah, bro, not this one.
$2,000.
Yeah, it's to that point.
Like, why don't you make me a beat like this? Like, bro.
we gotta hoard our beats sometimes, you know.
Yeah.
So,
even if we don't even know for sure if we're gonna use it, we're just like, you know what, put this in the stash real quick.
as long as it comes out, I'm not mad. So, producing, and then did you say engineering?
Yeah.
Okay, and then what else?
I engineer alongside with him, and then, you know, whatever events we put together. Right now, I'm actually working with one of our partners to put together a tour for the label.
Mm-hmm.
We're looking at possibly going on tour by the end of August.
10 different cities.
Yeah.
That's so
I
exciting.
got 3 routes planned right now, you know, 3 different routes, but we'll decide, you know. We're looking at a Southwest tour, a Midwest tour, and a West Coast tour.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so each one of those routes has 10 to 12 cities on it.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's a lot. Where are you gonna find those in the Midwest? Like, do you already have like you already kind of like have an idea of like the venues, like you've
Yeah,
been to them
I have
before?
all the cities written down, like just cities that I've always wanted to go to, bigger cities.
And then
there's
there's
somebody within our label too. He's thrown over like close to 1,000 tours.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
He's done rock and like hip hop, so
Uh-huh.
he's well tapped into everywhere in the U.S. and other countries as well.
And then now with all like the the background data, like you know where your songs are hot
Yeah,
and like
exactly.
what people are checking for you.
Yeah, try to target your audiences in different ways. You know what I mean? So,
That's exciting.
Yeah.
All right, well, hope you guys are ready for that.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
yeah,
so
we
much
will.
fun.
Always. I think Trinidad Cordona was talking about coming with us on tour.
Oh, wow.
Too, so yeah, he's actually a really good friend of ours.
Oh, that's so
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
And then what hats do you wear?
I'm an audio engineer,
Mm-hmm.
artist manager, ghostwriter. I'm
I
an
love
artist,
what you said that. Are you a
artist
ghost
as
producer?
well.
Are you ever a ghost producer?
Yeah. I mean, yeah,
And we'll
I guess
help.
you can say that.
No
yeah.
one's gonna. I'm not gonna ask who. That's for my OnlyFans content.
That's
where
where the
all- that's where all
tap
the
into the
secrets are.
OnlyFans. We're gonna be revealing everything.
I'll
later,
let you
what
know
I mean?
who they hate recording, who they
All
can't
that,
stand
the
in the
dirt.
studio.
Bloopers.
All right, so artist management, writing.
Yeah, I'm an artist as well. You know what I mean? So I do a little bit of everything. You know what I mean? I really just try to help set up place for the label the best that I can. I know I have an extended network, and I've always known that being out here. I know I went to Crass about 10 years ago. You were in school with me. So,
Yeah, I was say
yeah.
we're classmates.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, to go from there to where I'm at right now is a real blessing. You know
How
what I
did
mean?
you grow your network?
Over time, I've always known a lot of people in Arizona, and I just kind of take the people that I know, and if you do good work and you stand on quality, everybody knows at least 5 people. You know what I mean? And they're gonna bring them to you. So, we started the label about 3 years ago, and since then we've done feature with Kirko Bangs, Lil Flip, Mike Jones is about to tap in and do a feature with us.
Oh,
you know
wow.
what I mean? So, it's really just about getting out, shaking hands. You know what I mean? When we
And
go
these
to-
are recent too, like the Kirko Bangs track.
Yeah, Kirko
It
Bangs.
just came out last year.
last year.
So it's not like this was done in like 2017.
Yeah, it's like 250,000 streams on Spotify right now.
Yeah, the YouTube numbers are crazy
And
too.
YouTube's like 60,000. So yeah,
Shit's
it's pretty
wild.
good. We've been working on building a marketing company, and we're also working on starting a distribution of our own.
Wow,
So
if you have those two, you're like a all-in-one.
that's what our plan is. Like I said, we're trying to be the next Sony Universal of Arizona. So we're trying to bring artists on. I know a lot of people out here. Everybody, the main thing about Arizona is everybody's trying to be the greatest. You know what I mean? And to be the first to make it. But when it came to like Atlanta, you get somebody like Gucci and he's putting everybody on and everyone's like, why is this state so successful? It's because they have a big label that can put people on in positions to win. So right now we're working on our extended network, building it up in any way possible, to even the point that we're tapped in with UFC fighters that want to walk out to our songs and stuff like that.
That's so cool.
Yeah, so any way we could possibly, from the marijuana industry to sports, we're just trying to get our foot in every door and plug people together that are just like-minded with the same vision. You know what I mean? So that's mainly what our perspective is behind the label.
There's like a quote, and it's not cheesy, I promise. It's like talking about like no, it says something along the line where like you always try to look for opportunities for yourself or for other people. Yeah. So I feel like you guys are like really connected, where you can be like, oh, I know someone that could do that for you, or definitely. Like, you know, like let me link you with my homie, or like I'll link you with so and so.
Yeah,
you know,
that's exactly how it is. So
because you guys kind of already know a lot of people already from.
Yeah, and also, I mean, shout out to, we started at WAV Studio, shout out to Kilroy and Lucci. You know, they've helped us with a lot of our extended network too, like the Kurt Cobain's feature. Kilroy set us up with that, and he gave us a hell of a rate. You know what I mean?
That's
just
cool.
out of love for us. So
how did you guys open that studio, or that's his, right?
It's all of us. We pretty much 3 labels put in. You know, we put in our own money. We help build it up. Everything.
How long has that been going?
We just opened up in March.
March, yeah.
I think you told me about it.
Yeah, it's real new.
It's such a small world.
And so, like the grand opening, Blueprint Records, we hosted a cypher with King Crooked. So it has all of our artists on it, and then one other artist as well that's not on Blueprint.
So now that you have the studio, has it been like such a relief to just work out of there?
It has, but I'm gonna admit that we're still working on the acoustics of Studio B. Studio A is pretty sound. But the sound out of Tallcat Studios is just amazing. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie.
It just kind of fucks through their head because you're just like, oh, should I want
so
that?
It's so sound.
You know, like it's different equipment, different software. You know,
so we're just
a lot of it is similar, but they have their differences, like the way everything's routed and everything.
Every room sounds different.
Yeah.
You know? And just like a quick question, since you guys do engineer a lot, what are 2 things that would make your job easier that a client could do? And it doesn't need to be specific, like to your clients.
I would say,
just like in general,
if they're not gonna freestyle, just come prepared. You know what I mean? Know your lyrics to where you're gonna feel confident spitting the lyrics onto the mic, because that confidence is the main thing. When you're rapping to anybody, if you're like a monotone, you seem scared. Everyone's gonna be like, "Oh, that's whack." You can be saying some dope shit, it's whack. But if you sound confident, you could be saying some all right shit. And people be like, "Man, I felt that." You know what I mean? Because they're feeling what you're saying more. You gotta mean what you say, and that's why I say when you're reading it, it just sounds so monotone. You know what I mean? You want to make sure that exactly how you wrote it and thought it, you're projecting that. That way it makes our job easier in the sense
that way you don't have to say, hey, like, hey, let's run it back.
Yeah,
hey, let's do it again.
Run it back. Yeah.
I've been in sessions too where it sounds like, they don't mean it. Like, say it with your chest, bro, you know? And like, it kind of sounds like they just wrote it.
And what would you say?
A lot of times too, I was gonna say, it's not really like what you say, it's how you say it. You know, the delivery has to be on point. But as far as something that can make our job easier is like sometimes we get clients that are like real pushy, and we're used to like working under pressure.
Pushy how?
'Cause like they'll be like, they work at a fast pace, So
from the top, start me over there.
Track me in. Let's go. But a lot of times we get clients that work slow, and I could feel myself, being pushy on the client. Like, all right, let's do it again. Let's do, like.
Oh, so you kind of have to work at their pace, and then there's some like you just need to figure out like the same wave and. I get exactly what you're saying. That's hilarious. Because you don't want to feel like you're bothering them. Like, all right, bro, so, and they're just like still like, oh, chill. Like, I'm getting a drink or I want to go smoke.
A lot of times too, like I'll have clients that'll be like, bro, you seem like you're irritated when you work with me. I'm like, nah, it's just I'm just used to working at a faster pace, So like, I can come off a little bit pushy, but I'm really just trying to help you like sound better,
Yeah, facts. Main thing with artists, you got to be able to take constructive criticism. You know what I mean? If I'm telling you that it don't sound right or I don't fuck with it, it's not that I really don't fuck with it. So I'm going to let you know how to structure or say it better to where it's going to sound better in general to anybody. You know what I mean?
They think just because, they're paying you to engineer it that, you're going to be like, hey,
and
bro,
a lot of people they'll respect your
you.
solid opinion about it. And I'll never tell somebody that their song sucks. I'll tell them what they need to do to maybe make a
There's
section
room for
of it.
improvement.
Yeah. Or like they'll spend a lot of time on one song and be like, dude, this is not the one, bro. You know what I mean? Like, you've already been here 5 times and still don't sound right. You know what I mean? Like, at that point, you should
I would love to take your money, but this
nah,
song
I'm just gonna
is
let them know,
not-
just like maybe if you want to keep doing this song, do it, but also come with something else next time.
You know, one thing too that I just thought of is like a lot of clients will come through for like an hour or 2 hours and they'll spend the whole time recording but won't give us time to mix. Like if you're gonna record one song and focus on one song, take at least like 5 hours.
I'll give them the rough, you know what I mean, but I'll let them know, hey, you know,
Mixing
if I feel
X
like
amount.
it's not done, I'll be like, just don't release it. You know what I mean? Just come back for one more mix on it or this and that. Some clients will complain and be like, well, I thought the song was gonna be done, this and that. But like,
so that's such a
just
gray
really
area.
just give us some time to
That's
mix,
a whole nother 3 hours.
Yeah, exactly. So at the same time, it's however much you put into your song, that's how good it's gonna sound at the end of the day. Like Travis Scott, he's spending 40 hours to 100 hours mixing one song.
Mm-hmm.
So you consider that's tons of money you would have to dump into that. But that's the difference in when you hear one of his songs, all the switch up and melodic, where it has like the doublers, the distortions, the flangers. It has switch ups throughout the whole song because it's structured that way and it's been spent time and time again being passed through Travis and his engineer back and forth and just making it right. You know what I mean? That's what me and Knotty do with even our album. We will sit there all night, the little tedious things, sound effects, whatever for the skits. We'll put it all together. Like our skit, we spent like 40 hours on one of our skits.
The intro to our album, we spent at least 46 hours on alone. Yeah. You know.
Let's talk about the album. How long did you guys make it all? Is it all current?
Yeah, we
like this year.
So we released 3 projects in a year span. So we had Adventures of Fanatic and Knotty Kid Part 1. That one's up to about 250,000 streams.
So you guys don't have that problem of not releasing stuff. You guys will just put it out.
Yeah, we just put it out.
If we feel like we gotta release something, we'll put it out.
Yeah, we'll plan it. You know what I mean? Like everybody knew this album was coming 420, so like a lot of our fans were kind of just waiting for this. And the dope part about it is that we actually, the first one was kind of just all like, we wanted it to be a mixtape, so we were just kind of messing around. We were gonna do a stoner tape, you know, just straight hippie music. We were just using YouTube beats. We were just messing around. You know what I mean? Because it was just gonna be free. It was gonna be free. You know what I mean? Yeah. We put it out on. We put it out on my mixtapes and Dat Piff, and it started running up with no promotion. I love Dat Piff. Damn, I'm like, okay. I was like, let's just buy these beats then. Might as well. You know what I mean? So then we released it on all platforms. After that, got up to 250,000 streams, and we've been sitting on music for a minute. So I told him last month, I said, let's just drop an EP before the album just to do it and something different. So we released Emotions, and that's just based off of literally just some heartfelt stuff that we've personally been through. I got a song for my kids. I'm fighting through custody battles. He got a song for his brother that just passed away. You know, R.I.P. Thini.
Yeah, my brother passed away in February.
And the other 2 are mainly just like relationship songs. So.
And this is all relatable stuff.
Yeah,
you know, like everybody can relate to one thing or another.
Yeah. And,
so that takes a lot, you know, to put it out on a song.
Yeah.
And then release it.
Yeah.
And have it be criticized, you know, whether it's, you know, to you or just in general, you know, anything you put out, people are gonna.
Yeah, and that's the new album was just fun. We had a lot of fun with it. You know what I mean? We collaborated on all the beats.
A lot of features on there?
We got 3-4 features.
Yeah.
We got Trinidad
like
Cordona.
I like how you're like.
We got Trinidad Cordona, Ray the Stepper, Killer Saya, and am I missing somebody?
That Boy Good. He pretty much executive produced our whole album.
And he was double MG.
Yeah, he was signed with MMG for like 2 years.
Oh shit. Mm-hmm.
You know, he has a lot of credentials as far as beats going. He's working on an album with Yada right now.
Yeah, he's dope.
They just put a $100,000 budget behind a video that he did with Yada.
Yeah.
Wow.
That boy, that good.
That's what are some people that you guys have produced or engineered for? Because I know you have a lot of credits,
Filthy
right?
Rich. That Stand for Something song is almost up to 3 million right now.
Oh, that one is.
And it was
the YouTube is
mix.
like going crazy.
Yeah. My first mix, I was like, bro, you released that?
You like this?
I was like, hey, let me mix it one more time for you. I'll just do it off strength.
He's like, no, it's out.
And he's like, he told me, he's like, this shit's slapping in the car. I don't know what you talking about. I said, bro, I can make it sound better. I promise. And he's just like, nah, bro, you got the juice. I promise. So then he even hit me up last week. He said he's going to be back in town pretty soon. Anybody need a feature from Filthy Rich, tap in. It's about 10,000, so.
Make sure you had your money right. You know.
But last time he was in town, 2 people came up, got features that I knew.
Oh wow,
you know what I mean?
Cool.
Came with cash. I was like, okay, you guys about that money, shoot. So he has a really good following, and we've worked with Zanarchy, Stephen Cannon.
We just did a radio mix. Or no, we did the whole mix for King Von.
King Von. Let me see who else. Kirko Bangs, Lil Flip. Peso. Mike Jones, Trinidad Cordona.
So it's pretty much like it's a huge like variety, like
a
different
lot, yeah,
types of styles
different types,
like
yeah.
that.
And we've been blessed to be sent on trips to do music. So
that's so cool.
Yeah.
Do you guys have the next one planned out?
The next one's in Hollywood again. We're going out there with Trinidad doing another writing camp. He's writing for artists like The Weeknd and stuff right now.
That's cool. So. I was kind of gonna touch on the studios. How is it like managing both of the places? Do you do a little bit more of that?
No, I'm just talking.
It's pretty easy.
He's doing all the rest of the questions.
I'll step outside and smoke real quick.
No, it's pretty easy when we're both working together, because we go hand in hand. Like, I'll start the beginning of the session, I'll track out the artist or whatever, and then he'll come in later and do the mix, and we just kind of go back and forth with it, throughout the session. And whenever he's on the boards, I'm handling business. Whenever I'm on the boards, he's handling business. Just regulating, make sure everything's in order.
Dope. And I know you did touch a lot on like new artists reaching out to you guys. How do they do that, and how comfortable should they be doing that, like asking for help or guidance?
Every day we get like 3 DMs. How can I be a part of Blueprint Records? Yeah. But for me, like, I gotta meet somebody face to face. You know what I mean? I can't read energy unless I see how you are. You know what I mean? And I'll let
Are you like, what's your horoscope?
I'll let people know the same thing.
Let me see your palm.
They're not connecting. Right. Get away from me.
I'll let people know the same thing. Like, we want you to have chemistry with not only us, but everybody else on the team, because at the end of the day, we're built off a support system.
A lot of artists.
We are each other's support system.
We've all been in a room where like somebody's vibe was just off. And like,
and it's like I want to see that the artist is willing to invest in himself, and that starts with studio time. You know what I mean? So just being around us, you're gonna learn exactly what you need to. You know what I mean? Because we're not gonna just because you ain't an artist underneath us, you're still my client. So I want to make sure you're doing these things right. You know what I mean? I want to make sure you got the distro kid or United Masters or whatever you want to.
Guys,
so we'll sit there after the session, help them set up their BMI and distro kid if they don't got it. You know what I mean? And like even during sessions, we care about our work in general. There's been times we go an hour over our session just because
Damn, y'all get a free hour over there.
like 20 minutes to an hour just to make sure the mix is solidified enough to where when they leave and listen to it in the car, it's at least going to sound good. You know what I mean?
Okay, that's good. Because some people can be assholes and just send you like
if you spending your money, you know what I mean? Yeah, every time they come in the studio, we're creating something that lasts forever. So it's something that you can show your grandkids. You know what I mean? So when you think about that, it's not only your art, it's mine because it has my name on it in the sense of the creative aspect behind it. You know what I mean? So
with that being said, a lot of artists will come to the studio one time and they'll be happy with it and they'll just release it, you know.
Oh shit.
And that goes with what I was saying earlier, just give us time to mix it, make it sound like
don't tag me in
like
that
how you want.
I am not responsible for that track that's not mixed.
Untag myself.
So what do you guys have new when it comes to like your guys' music? Like what is next? What do we have to look forward to? I know you guys just dropped a couple music videos and those are doing
Smoke Break.
Very good.
Yeah, Smoke Break went crazy.
Do you guys have any more music videos?
Yeah, so we got a lot of videos on Blueprint Records page if you look it up on YouTube. The Steppers is one of our group. They've been going crazy lately, man. Ray the Stepper, he's like the lead of the group. Draco, he can sing kind of like Rod Wave, Chris Brown style, and he could rap.
Oh, wow.
And then we got Smooth, he got like an A-Boogie type, but he can also rap. They all have bars like crazy.
Send them to us so we can bring him in the locals so we can talk to them.
Yeah, our youngest artist, Lil Asa, he's been going crazy as well. He's about to drop a project right after us.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he got some big features on it. Trap Baby, he got Trinidad Cordona. And who else? He has another big feature.
There's a lot of things coming then. There's a lot of things coming. Yeah. And for you guys, I know you guys just dropped the album, but do you guys have another... I feel like you guys might already have like a bunch of stuff ready to go.
We already got like 20 more songs in the cut, but we don't save them. You know what I mean? So we're making songs every day. And it's just like we go through a pack and we'll just... Like this album, we just sat there and decided what would be best, and we make skits behind it too.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
That's so
We like
cool.
to put storylines together with our music.
And it's entertainment.
Our theme is
know?
like a Rick and Morty. We like the stoner Rick and Morty. You know what I mean?
I love that shit. Rick and
Kid,
Morty.
you know.
I was so late on the Rick and Morty.
I literally just saw that.
Yeah.
So-
people come to us like whenever we see Rick and Morty, we just think of y'all. Yeah.
That's
That's
dope.
pretty dope.
That's
Yeah,
so
so-
cool.
It's crazy because they're like heavily influential on us too. Like I go to sleep watching Rick and Morty.
Yeah, facts.
That's so funny. So where can we find you guys? What's the best way to reach you guys? That would work best. Cause
Fanatic 623 all platforms. That's my Cash App. You can send me money whenever. But yeah, Fanatic 623.
Same thing with me, the Knotty Kid. KNOTTYKIDD. Don't forget that second D because everybody spelled my name wrong.
Yeah, he got 2 Ds.
That's that.
And then where can they find the label or the studios?
Blueprint Records. Yeah, at Blueprint Records on
at
pretty much
Blueprint
anything.
Records.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like you guys have your hands full for the whole like fucking year.
I want to shout out Kilasaya.
Yeah, go ahead. Go
He's
ahead with your
also
shout-outs.
another
Go
one
crazy.
of our. He's one of our CEOs of the label,
That's so cool.
and
He wasn't able to make it tonight.
he's definitely helped invest in a lot, and he helped build a lot of the new studio as well. So he's took an initiative on a lot of different aspects. So
Shout
I just
out
want to give a
Danks
big shout out. He got
the
his own pre-rolls
pre-rolls.
because of
Yep.
all his hard work and shit too. So
Here
one
go
by
to,
one, all
Killer
of our
Side
artists.
Danks right there. Danks
Yeah.
pre-roll.
One by one, all of our artists will have their own pre-roll, and we're also sponsoring local
What?
talent as well.
Everyone
We're the
gets
main,
their own
we're the head
pre-roll?
ambassadors. So
Wow.
if
That
you want,
is
if you
freaking
want
out.
your own pre-roll, I
I
can get
don't
that
want
for you.
one, but I know someone that might want one. My producer wants a pre-roll.
I'm just saying, you know, like yeah, we're tapped in, and he's a really good friend of mine as well. So
That is so cool. Wow, we should get a well-connected roll.
yeah, that would be dope.
Wow.
We'll plug you in. We can set
Wow.
it. Maybe you guys can have an interview with him. Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh.
What we're gonna start doing too is we're gonna start putting QR codes on there, so that way it can
Oh
go
my god,
direct
the
links
music.
to artist
That's
music.
so cool. Here, let me see this orange one right here.
This one. Oh, this is actually Packwoods. That's different.
Okay, let me see that one right there. Oh, I like this.
Yeah, that one.
Thankfully. So that'd be
That
so
shit
cool. Then the
smoking.
artist can just like have. I like how the artist can have the QR code and you can
Yeah.
literally just scan it.
That's
And these
like-
are really cool. You can just hold on to them, put other
Yeah.
stuff in there.
Killer Side OG.
These ones are limited edition,
Yeah.
especially this one right here.
Especially the one spelled wrong. That's
like
like Cotty
that.
Kid. It's
They
Cotton
spelled
Candy
my name
Kush.
wrong, Cotty Kid, you know, but Cotton Candy Kush, you know.
That is so cool.
Give you cotton
Wow.
mouth.
So do we go make these like somewhere? Like do we tell them like what's the process when you guys made these?
Yeah,
Like,
they're all made in Cali.
oh wow,
Yeah.
you're like, hey, I want a little
California.
bit more of
If you
this.
want
Or,
some danks, you gotta
Yeah,
go
so
through
like,
us.
yeah, anything you don't like on
and
it,
then the
they'll
picture
fix.
is so cool.
Yeah,
I like
definitely.
that.
Yeah,
Ooh. All right, well,
pretty dope.
somebody write that down. That's our goal.
Yeah,
We're
so
gonna make our own pre-roll.
also we
And
just.
that's like, I'm taking full charge of this
facts.
project.
She's like, I'm on it already.
Like, I know what I want the labeling.
They're working on point.
That's
yeah.
so awesome. That's so exciting. That's so different though.
Yeah, and we're just trying to find different ways to brand ourselves. You know what I mean? Like I said,
And who
we're
does
doing
not
everything.
love
We're doing
weed?
everything ourselves. You know what I mean? And we do it just for the love of music. You know what I mean? Every day I wake
It
up.
all comes back tied in with music.
Yeah, so like I said, we're trying to open up different doors. Like we just teamed up with Govana, so now we're gonna start doing fashion as well. He's done like Gucci fashion shows. He has a really good following, about 10K right now, and he's making huge moves. Constantly going to Dubai and different places doing like fashion shows. So.
Shout out Fanatic, he about to have his own shoe.
Yep. So this is the first time I've actually announced that I'm about to have my own shoe called the Fanatic. So and from there we're gonna start having smell-proof bags and stuff like that too, but all designer. So,
Wow, that is so
Yeah, it's pretty
huge.
dope.
That's so
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
You don't want to go around smelling like weed.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? Especially you got the danks on you. You gotta
Or
be
do
safe.
I?
Or do I?
I mean, but it's gonna kind of like offset like your cologne. Like I'd rather smell like.
Kush is my cologne. You never
Oh
heard
my
that?
god, no. That sounds so ratchet. I like when men smell nice. There's nothing wrong with smelling like Kush, but hey. And
I
we're
smell
on
nice
a
in the
phone.
beginning. Halfway through the date, I'm gonna smell like some danks.
Well, let us know where we can find you one more time, and of course, thank you for coming through.
Yeah, I appreciate you. Fanatic 623, all platforms. This
The Knotty Kid. KNOTTYKIDD. Don't forget to look up the album, streaming on all platforms,
Out
Spotify,
Yeah.
Apple Music,
Adventures of
everything.
Fanatic and Knotty Kid. I promise
Part
you ain't
two.
gonna be disappointed. There ain't one bad song on there. I promise.
Right. You're not
If there
gonna-
is,
you're
let
not
him
gonna wanna
know.
skip
If
it.
there
let
is,
me
let
know.
him know.
Let me know. I like the constructive
Be like, who
criticism.
mixed this?
Who mixed it? We did.
All right, thank you guys for coming. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank
appreciate
you for
you
having
having
us, for real.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you
It
for
was dope seeing you.
bringing your friends.
Not my friends.